Okay, so we got this question. Okay, so we need to find the output. This is the transfer function that we have, and we need to work with the import input. Okay, and we're going to replace the value of t after getting the output. Okay, so what we have here, it's our transfer function. Okay, so that's gonna be our transfer function, and the formula for the transfer function equal to v out s over v in s. Okay, and we need to solve for v out first, and then v in s, it says that it's a unit impulse. Okay, input. Now the question is, what is the impulse input? So here, this is the impulse. Okay, and the impulse equal to a. Now what is the unit, the meaning of unit impulse? So when you see unit, okay, this means it's gonna be equal to 1, meaning that a will be equal to 1. So that's what we call impulse unit. This is what you see. You're going to have a equal to 1 in our equation. Okay, so meaning v in of s equal to 1, and we need to solve for v out. So we're going to have the transfer function will be equal to v out over 1 if I replace the value of v in, and then the transfer function will be equal to v out. Okay, and if I have to write the equation that I get from v out, it's gonna be something like this. What is v out? Then we're going to have s plus 0.25 square. So this is what I'm gonna get for v out. Now we have some steps we need to take. Okay, the objective is to get to the inverse Laplace. Okay, so like I mentioned, so you need to find the inverse Laplace, and then step 3, it's gonna be replace t, and our t equal to 5.2, and then this is where you're gonna get v out of t. Okay, and then this is where you're going to replace the value of v out equal to. Okay, so now since we have this form, the first thing that you do, you need to check into the table. Okay, you need to check for, you go to the Laplace table. So we're gonna need to verify if we got this form into Laplace table, and if you do have this form into Laplace table, then we're going to move to get the inverse. But if we don't have this shape into tables, then that's why we use partial fraction. So this is the condition that we have. If we can find those into the table, you go for partial fraction. Okay, so these are the conditions that we have. Okay, but for fact, I know that we're going to find this into the table. So what we're going to need, we need to check